Hello and welcome to Draw My Life. And I was born about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was the my mum said I was the quietest baby on the ward, with some other people and stuff. And I was born on the 23rd of February on a Saturday, and then a couple of years later, and my mum was worried as I kept doing strange thing as a baby. I look like a caterpillar there, but it's supposed to be a baby. And so she took me to hospital, and we went to the doctor, and he said to my mum that he's seen some of these signs before, and he said that I have got autism when I was about 1 year old. And then after that I went to speech and language therapy and stuff. And at speech and language therapy they had like a little ballroom, hula hoops, and a big swing they used to have on top of the roof. They used to like swing about and stuff, and I used to play here and there when I was about 2 and 3. No. It was about 1 until 3 or 4. I used to go to speech and language therapy, and used to have in the like room a ball pit, a little coffee like corner where the parents used to sit and stuff, and I used to go on like a swing or whatever, and a little like doll's house here and there for children, and used to just let me run around and stuff. And then after that I started school at Church of England CLP, and I've lived in Hastings all my life, and I stayed there until I was about 5 until, no, it wasn't 6 or 7, and then I got bullied a lot at that school because I was autistic and I was on my own, and there was like lots of like people here and there. And used to like take the mickey out of me as I was like not normal, but I looked normal, but I wasn't normal. So I had like friends here and there, and then they used to like go away, and then friends again, and then go away again. So I did have friends and then not had friends, and then after that I just got used to it. And then I moved to Saxon Mount Community School, and I went there as it was people with autism and high functioning autism and a bit of low functioning autism, and I met my friend Dan and me and some other people, Michael or Mike. And I stayed there until I was about 8ish. No, I don't know, so long ago, I can't remember when I was doing it, but I know I did it until I got to year 11, and then we were able to wear our school uniform, which was blue, as we were a higher student or classmate, and then we was able to pick the colour blue, because last time it was pink, red or something, so they didn't have blue, so we all chose blue, and then we wore blue until we left school. And then I've done a work experience in Poundland, Poundland, and I did that for 2 weeks with my friend Andrew himself, and then Daniel done car mechanics or something, I think, and some other people done a farm and worked in a shop, post office work, and then after that we went to the big world of independence. That we went to college, which I went to Hastings College of Art and Technology, and now they've changed their name to Sussex Coast College Hastings because they think it's much posher, which I don't. And they used to have the big glass building. They had like reception down there, hair and beauty on the second floor to the top, something on that level, science and something on that level, and we was down here in the art block, as I was signed up to do art like my uncle, what he'd done about 20 years ago, and he went to the same college as I did, and I'm following in his footsteps. So the cafe was like here, library there, and then we was here, and then when I got to college, there was a big table and another table in the corner where the teachers sat, and there was Roy, Alex, Ryan, Sammy and me, and I used to have a learning support assistant person who used to sit next to me, and sometimes, and so we learned about the first part of art and design and stuff, so we done like what's valuable to us and whatever, and then for my final piece of my final major project, I made a walk-in TARDIS, which you could go in, and this is like the little speedy drawing with like a little computer on a desk, yellow or orangey walls around and here and there, and then there was like funny little discs on the wall, and the little silver walkway where the door was here, and then it had a little blue flashing light which went on and off and stuff, and then that got me a distinction for my book, no, distinction for my work for the TARDIS, and a merit for my book, which I was pleased about. And after that I went downstairs, which the classroom above was, and then that year was finished. On to year 2, and now we are on year 2. I met some fabulous people called Megan, Jake, Danny, Amy, Nick, who wasn't in our class, but he called my blue hat a condom, as my hat was like those funny floppy hats, so he called my hat a condom like that, as it was quite floppy. And there was Louise, Lauren, Robin, Jade, who else? Chris, and the teacher, Jane again. And that was all my classmates. And then we done photography with cameras, pinhole cameras with shoe boxes with a little hole in the front. We'd done making our own like warrior outfits and stuff out of like old bits of rubbish what we bought from home, like a spear or anything. We'd done screen printing with a picture on that, so we just made it on other bits of paper here and there, so we made it into other bits. And then it came, but we're still on year 2. And then we got to the last of our second year, and then we done our final major project, which I made a massive rabbit with a basket, and then the back side of it was quite like cute and stuff, the mirror on the wall, and the front part it had like fangs and stuff and bleeding and stuff from the front of it, so it was like, because we'd done this in the middle of Easter, so I called my final piece the Easter Killer Bunny, and that got me a distinction for the book and for the work. So my overall year doing it was a double distinction overall, and I was very pleased with that. And then now we're moving over to year 3 over at the new building near Hastings Station, And if you've ever gone to Hastings, there's a massive like building, like this is the top part. There's like rooms and rooms and rooms and rooms. It's like a bloody airport it is. The entrance is here. You go in, big main entrance with stairs going up, lifts there, stairs. And then there was the library, second floor, catering, third floor, something, and we was on the fourth floor, and I was still doing art, and we was doing metalwork, resin, and we done something new, but from the last year we just done life drawing from fruits and bananas. But this year we went something very, very different. We went up to a new level, so we started drawing naked people, which was very strange because I've never drawn anybody naked. So we had a man and we had a woman, big boobs, not very big boobs, but it would do. She didn't have big boobs, she had like really tiny boobs. A man with his willy. And that went quite good, as I've never drawn anybody naked, but must have been very scared of the people who was naked. And we'd done a little resin piece for my uncle who lives in Orkney, all the way up top of Scotland and over the sea, and I made him a little resin castle with layers of 5,000-year-old dirt, which looks really nice. And at that final major project I made and then for that third year, my last one major project, I made a video with me as Boy George, Megan as Lady Gaga, Sadie as Amy Winehouse, Charlie as Pete Doherty, and Nick and Kaylee were two old people, and we've done the video remake of This Is the Way to Amarillo, which I'll put in the link in the description down below after this video when you're watching. And that got me a merit, or was it a distinction? I think it was a distinction. And for the book I got a distinction, as I done 9 books I made for my video, as we need to research what we're going to use, what produce we're going to do, what it's going to look at, what's it going to look like when it comes out. We're going to talk about who's going to be in it, what's the makeup going to be. We do all these things which people do in like films and stuff, and made 9 books. That got me a distinction, and video got me a distinction for the video. And after that year I had a little gap of a year at college, but I thought no, as it was too hard, so I had a year of a year gap, and now this year I've started going to the as I've done last year. I had a gap year, and now I'm going to the Roebuck Centre, which is down the Old Town. And at the Roebuck I do cafe service at the Cafe des Arts, with like taking food order, doing the dishwasher, putting all the stuff in, cleaning the shelves, and anything else, sweeping the floor, sweeping the floor, and on some other days I do art, as I like my art, and also do photography, which I just put photos, and catering, which I do food, and that's what I do at the Roebuck. And besides Roebuck, I make YouTube videos as well, if you've not noticed. I don't know where you've been for the past year. And that is my life from when I was born and until now, when I'm 22 years old. Hello and welcome to my end slate. Hope you enjoyed my little Draw My Life. I know it's not a very good camera angle, but I hope you heard what I've done for 22 years. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or my Facebook page, where I upload all my updates and bits and bobs and pictures, please feel free to give it a cheeky like. And if you want to give me another cheeky subscribe for any more updates or comments you want to do, or send me messages if you want. And also if you want to comment on this video if you enjoyed it, and also give it a thumbs up if you liked it as well. And if you want to click on the black box now, it will take you over to my badges, and also on the right hand side it will take you over to my video remake of This Is the Way to Amarillo. And I will see you next Friday. Over and out.